Hello everybody, it is C-Will back here with another video, and today I'm presenting to you the 55 worst wrecks in NASCAR history at Bristol. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Valence of Kenny Schrader's car. Trouble, turn one, Michael Waltrip. Dave Blaney collects Dale Jarrett.
Ricky Rudd, the 21, just spreads his way through. Casey Mears, the 41, don't quite make it. Oh, he just gets loose up off the corner. Coming up off the turn, the car gets loose with him. Blaney tries to get out from behind him and can, and here comes Dale Jarrett.
Bottled up right here behind Michael Lynette. It's like Vickers just cut Larson off a little bit, and that just started the whole thing.
So two separate incidents that combine. 55-43 have contact in the jam up. Clint Boyer hits Kyle Busch.
Oh, and Jimmy Johnson gets turned right in the front of Mark Martin. John Andretti's in the crash.
Gordon just got bumped.
Jeff Gordon just got, I don't know how much damage.
Robbie Gordon just
Look at this.
Back of,
Look at this.
Robbie's getting into everybody tonight.
Boy, Jeff Gordon was worried about starting in fourth spot up on the outside, and you can see why. Already Travis Quaffle.
Casey Kane.
Whoa, that was almost, that's that chain reaction thing. It isn't over yet. Here we go.
Jason Lepper, an 11 car, hits the wall hard in turn 2. Caution will be out.
Somebody got up on top of him.
Yeah, Hermie Sadler.
See Dale Jarrett, the 88 car, evidently that crashed. Oh, he gets in the 12th. Oh,
Will that be payback?
I guess that's a payback. Oh, Kevin Harvick.
Outside, spin a Bernie, go low, go low, go low, go low, go low. Good job.
Look at off guard now.
Oh, three wide.
Move around. Oh, three wide.
Oh, look out, this is bad news. Oh, man, up onto the wall. Casey Kane now comes back down on all four. Caution is out.
Whoa! Contact for the lead. Hamlin into the wall. Oh, and collects another one. That's Junior up in turn 1, I believe. Oh.
Not paying attention. He didn't know that I had a cut tire last year, and he just thinks he knows everything, and probably thought he knew everything again. And I just wish I had some kind of car left so I could show him the favor back. But I mean, we're not even halfway. We're racing for the lead. I don't know. Just it's a misjudgment. I mean, he's a good driver. He knows better. He just made a mistake.
Here goes Kyle Busch. See if he can make that work. Down on the inside, he's trying to make this pass. I think it's going to happen. Oh, man.
Up across the racetrack and contact with the 07 car.
Reed Sorensen gets a piece. That's Jason White. Oh, my good. Wow. Hey, you can see he's taking the lead right here. Here comes the 07 car. Chase Austin right down in front.
Stretch. Junior gets a run. He thinks he has enough, but just barely makes contact with Ward. And bam, in the wall. That's what. But there was contact. And here we go. Well, he's got a better throw than Alan Bestwick.
They stay off the wall and continue on. No caution yet, but Custer goes way back there.
Bubba
and there's the caution. Big hit. Garrett Smithley into Wallace.
Regan Smith in the 78, Brad Keselowski in the deuce, and down on the inside is Casey Kane.
Casey in the 5 and Regan in the 78, they made slight contact, but when they bounced off the wall, this is how fast. These guys are being told, slow down, but you can't. There's nothing you can do when there's a wreck in front of you.
What's going on in front of that car?
Oh, got this crash down here.
Another chain reaction crash. Casey Kane involved. The 11 car involved. Denny Hamlin. Casey Mears involved.
Casey Kane. This is going to be a big blow for him in points.
1 and 2. There they are coming by the start-finish line. Contact. There's Mears.
Like Michael Waltrip was involved. 07 of Clint Boyer also involved. Wow, what a wreck.
It just does not turn at all. Nothing he could do. The car just went straight. That's a big impact right there. Watch this car. Just quits turning. Don't know if the tire was down, if a suspension problem. Absolutely nothing he could do. Night's over.
Winner in the Truck Series.
Up the hill goes Edwards. He's in the fence. He's plowed into by Kurt Busch.
Are you kidding me?
Stenhouse gets turned around.
To get up in front of Gordon, can't quite make it. Tries to stay off of Gordon, and the car catches and shoots in the outside wall. And here comes Kurt running wide open.
Things happen fast here, and you see right here, he's up kind of in the middle of the track when the leaders come by. Yeah, that's really just kind of a misjudge on Mark's part. He was trying to slide up in behind. I think he thought the 83 of Vickers. Contact here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's real unfortunate because she did have an incredible race going to be on the lead lap at 435 lap.
Boy, look right in the window there and watch Barfield drive.
It's obviously that Mike Bliss's truck is not right. He's bent some ball joints, he's broken a shock like Barry Dodson alluded to earlier. He's knocked the toe end out. His truck is obviously not right.
And here goes Rich Biffle in the diehard truck right past him, so you're right. Again, Bliss starting to go backwards. Taking a look at Michael Doccanero in contact. Mike Bliss goes to the wall. Hard impact after he made contact, and Bob Keselowski comes through with nowhere to go and slams in.
Well, now he got up in the dirt a little bit. Did not blow a tire, but definitely slowed down.
Just didn't expect him to be going that slow when he got to him.
I wonder if those hood flaps were properly installed. Those things came out pretty easily.
I was going to say, they didn't open. They just popped out.
Come out.
Like emergency exits here.
Yeah.
And bye-bye.
That's a big impact.
That is a hard shot.
Now see Kenseth get loose right there and almost hits it outside wall. He has to check up. Jimmy Johnson has no idea. He can't see the 42, and as the 47 of Stenhouse checks up, Jimmy Johnson runs into the left rear and spins him around.
Ooh, Cole Custer, Kurt Busch, Tyler Reddick, nowhere to go and little time to react.
Ninth caution of the day. Jeff Gordon in turns 3 and 4 appeared to lose a right front tire, and Matt Kenseth drove right under it.
I don't know if he blows a right front tire. I think that's what happened because the car he goes in, he does that dive bomb thing, and then right here you see the car just takes off. Matt was great big run on the outside and drove right up on the back of him.
It's a little bit squishy, but then he is balancing the way it handles by the way he drives.
Oh, Schrader round on the back.
Bobby Labonte.
Gordon got a little bit of it, got a
Blaney, McMurray, Martin.
21 car, 97 got some damage, 40 car.
A lot of our lead lap cars.
Ricky Rudd's car is destroyed.
The 18 cars got quite a bit of damage.
Mark Martin, the 6 car, came in here 5th in points. He's involved.
Everything's clean there, clean. Ooh. Couldn't tell, did the 32 get in the back of him?
I think so.
That's what it looked like.
Rusty sneaks through with minimal damage, so does Jeff Gordon. Michael Waltrip got hit.
5 was in the middle of that group that we were pointing at, and Nelson Piquet. This happened.
You might have got a little help from Brian Vickers. Is that who that was in the 20?
Yep. And then
Michael McDowell headed backwards for the 3rd spot.
Well, he's got no choice now but to try to run that outside lane in, but he gets aggressive. However, Bubba Wallace even more so off turn 2.
McDowell tried to slam the door in turn. Whoa, Bubba Wallace gets tagged. Head on into the outside wall. McDowell now spins midway between 3 and 4. He backs it up into the outside concrete as well. Hard lick for Bubba Wallace as he and Michael McDowell tangled 2/3 of the way down the back straightaway, battling for the number 3 spot.
Michael Waltrip. Oh, gets clobbered as Rusty Wallace had no place to go with Waltrip coming down the track right into his path.
You're going to have to make quick time in this these lappers, and they're not going to allow him to they're not going to lay over and give that lap up easy. He's going to have to figure out how to get around and march up and not
Get
have two of them wreck. That's exactly right.
All right, so on the bottom, Corey LaJoie in the 7. He's trying to stay on the lead lap. That could be a tall order.
Oh, heavy damage.
And he gets hit hard.
Right in front of your leader, Martin Truex Jr. barely got through that.
Here because the lap car's up there, and we got one going around in turn 3 here.
0-1 of Vinnie Miller. And Christopher Bell sideways. He's involved in the crash.
We're destroyed.
1-2 of the 5 decided to get out of the NASCAR Series and prepare to go Busch transaction.
Oh, we've got a car on this roof down the front straightaway.
That's Dirk Stevens in the 44 car. He tumbles back to his wheels. And the 96 car also involved. Stevens' car tumbled over on his roof, slid the length of the front stretch upside down, and then careened into the first turn wall, has come back on its roof. There's a 96 car of Dan Matthews out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
There we see him climb the wall and go tumbling over on his roof down into turn 1.
Now a shot from turn 1. There's Dirk Stevens, left side of your car sliding upside down. Now watch the back of the car tap the wall here, or maybe the side of the car.
We were just trying to make it to the end, and we were catching the 18 and the 23. And, you know, I always said Greg Biffle was a good guy, but he's about the most impatient thing. I'll be waiting when he comes in.
It has to be one of my greatest memories ever. I always keep the microphone running, but to have Harvick flying over your shoulder at the throat of Greg Biffle at the end of the race was one of the greatest memories of a fight ever that I've been in the middle of, and I've been in the middle of a lot of them.
The images still stick with me. Kevin Harvick, I think he got some air. He came off, you know, in wrestling, they come off the turnbuckle. He came off the top of the car and kind of flew through the air and dove at Greg Biffle. It was an interesting moment.
Rubbing real hard and bumping, and kind of got to talking to each other after the race. So that got a little exciting. The fans loved that.
Biffle knew that he couldn't fight back. I've had interviews with Biffle since then about the fact that he had been penalized, and he knew that he had to stand there as Harvick went after him. So I remember that Biffle didn't reciprocate. He did not go back after Harvick.
Started to go to the inside. He saw the 26 of Jeff Burton there. He started back to the outside, and the 40 was there, and he clipped him. See right here, he said, okay, I can't go that way. I got to go this way. And there was the 40, and he clipped him.
One stretch and one into the outside wall. It's Mark Martin. Before we even get to tell you what happened to Mark Martin on his pit stop, he's into the outside wall. Top of the screen. Looked like Johnny Sauter and maybe Bill Elliott got tangled up. And
Mark just got collected. Sauter came off the wall and just caught Mark in the right rear.
This starts off at turn 4. Just wasn't quite clear. Hard hit to the inside again, comes back up onto the track. See, Sam Horn is doing a good job of getting by Austin Dillon.
For the win, through 3 and 4. Allmendinger, Cindric, side by side. Allmendinger wins it at the line.
Hard crashing off into turn 1.
And around goes Truex hard.
Now he pays the price.
Yeah. That happens to rookies.
To the car after he straightened it up a bit.
Oh, trouble on that side.
Right into the 52, trying to lock the brakes up. Issues on the backstretch.
I saw that one coming.
Has the 52 of Joey Gase stopped on the track. And the 5 of Brad Sweet couldn't get stopped, and we saw him slide right underneath that car.
There's a 70 car right there. And you got some more cars in front of Joey Gase.
So Joey had stopped to try to avoid this.
Exactly.
Ooh, is that Kevin Harvick?
It's been an incredible run by Kyle Busch.
Oh,
the 18 team, he got into the back of the 78. Martin Truex Jr. slamming into the wall. He hits again. Contact made.
Kyle Busch got to the back of the 78. The 78 spins and brings out the caution once again. Also involved the 7 of J.J. Hailie.
Oh no, we got a crash. Brian Scott. Oh, and the 16 is also involved. That's Colin Brown, and now the fire is the 66 of Stephen Wallace. Oh, and he gets a little help. That's
Trouble turn 1. 11 cars are piled up in the first corner.
And our champion's up in the middle of them.
Bobby Hamilton Jr., Mike McLaughlin is there, Shane Hall, Jeff Green, Mike Dillon, Kevin Grubb, and the 36 of Hank Parker.
Got a whole gaggle of cars going down into turn 1. Whoa.
Oh, Green got turned around by Jeff Purvis.
Jeff Purvis got into the back of Green and just turned.
Look at Greg Biffle, the 60 car. There's the reason Bobby Hamilton Jr.'s car, the 26, is tore up. Biffle just drove across the top of it.
He's like a can opener. He went up over the top and just tore his car apart.
Retaining wall here right at the entry of turn number 1 and shot back up at the racetrack right into the path of the rest of the field.
Including Hailie Deegan, who looks like got the outside wall at a ton, took the brunt of that impact.
I mean, you can see the whole left rear hub, wheel, tire, everything came off that car. Look how high up in the air it was.
Again, Larry, it's just one of those things. This racetrack will absolutely, you can see right in there as he goes down the hill that it just broke that whole end of the housing off, hub and all.
Now he's fine. He told the spotter on the radio he's okay. That is the hardest hit I've seen at this racetrack since your brother hit the crossover gate.
Can't express to you how quickly things happen on a high-banked half-mile racetrack. All of a sudden you turn around and 2 laps have gone by. Things go by very quickly. Oh, wow. Wow. That car is singed badly, Vinny.
That car is hurt. The one right in front of Junior, and that's the Home Depot Chevy.
Whoa! Oh, man, Jimmy Johnson.
I knew that. Hard hit by Jeff Burton in the 31.
Oh, right into Kurt Busch.
Busch in the 97. Nowhere for him to go.
Oh, my gosh.
That was a hard lick.
That was Jeff Burton saying he was fine. A head-on between Burton and Kurt Busch.
You see Jimmy Johnson, he gets down under Jeff Burton, and he just washes up into him. And this right here, just right up in front of,
Ward was only 1 lap down.
Difficult to drive, and they get together there, and Ward loses control. He's headed for the inside wall here, and then he hits the inside wall, and the momentum just carries him right back up, and there goes Kyle, who I'm sure was hustling, trying to get clear of that. Those 2 cars just get together, and that's the loosest part of the racetrack.
It's a hard lick on the inside wall.
Man. I'm sure Kyle was all drawn up knowing that here comes Ward. Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it?
Watch this lick right here, though. Kyle Petty on that outside wall. That's a hard lick.
Oh no, and Larry Pearson's going to slam the wall as he turns it around. Oh! And Charlie Glotzbach T-bones him. Red flag is immediately displayed at start finish. All right, folks, all the fun is just the balloon has burst a little bit for all of us. Think positive thoughts. He has climbed out of his car, and Charlie, at the age of 71, from Edwardsville, Indiana, being assisted over to the medical care unit, and it's good to see that he is walking with some assistance, but getting some oxygen there. And there you see in the distance on the condition of injured driver Larry Pearson. Doc?
And Marty, I just spoke with Ricky Pearson, who is the brother for Larry Pearson. Ricky told me he talked to Larry. He said Larry was knocked unconscious. The accident, the impact rendered him unconscious in the car, which is what took him so long to get him out. They had to cut the bars around him off and load him on a backboard. But Ricky said that Larry did speak with him. He was moving both arms. He was able to communicate with both his brothers and talk to them. And in Ricky's term, he was awake and alert. They're going to take him to the hospital for some x-rays. And so they are all breathing a major sigh of relief over here, at least in the Pearson family.
Well, so are we all, Doc. Thanks for that news. It's probably the best news that we could have gotten, considering the situation, the way that car was hit right on that driver's side.
This is Rusty Wallace in a violent end-over-end flip coming off of corner number 4. The car overturned several times, finally coming to a rest on its wheels against the pit wall.
When the car came to rest, Dr. Punch ran to the car and found Rusty unconscious. Even worse, he wasn't breathing. It was later said that he was choking on a sandwich he had eaten before practice. A human can go roughly 5 minutes without breathing before brain damage occurs and the body goes into cardiac arrest. The crushed roof made it impossible to extract Wallace in that short of a time. Dale Earnhardt rushed to the car and tried to help break through the windshield.
Well, I didn't get there first. Doc Punch was there with him. I come around and they had just crashed, and I just come out of pit, so I seen he was leaned over in the car, so I jumped out of the car and went over and see if we could help. The doctor was right there, and rescue people, and a lot of the other crew members and drivers were there too. So everybody just really helped with getting the metal off the car where they could get him out and everything.
As crews cut the roof off, Dr. Punch stood at the window with his hand in Wallace's mouth to clear his airway and keep him breathing. Without this medical intervention, Wallace could have experienced a medical emergency before getting to the ambulance. Instead, he recovered enough to start the race one night later.
Rusty is okay. He is admitted tonight in the hospital, and hopefully we'll be out later on tonight or in the morning.
And from a bad crash over in turn 2, Michael Waltrip has hit the wall hard. The car is upside down, and you can see the car is really torn up. Well, Jerry, I said it's sort of on its side, or boy, yes, it is upside down.
Michael Waltrip in his car having hard contact out of turn 2. We'll check in to see what's going on. The safety crews over in turn 2 after this. Hard contact with the guardrail. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Auto racing for more than 30 years, and I don't remember ever seeing a car torn up this much.
It was in the Xfinity race, April 7th, 1990. I came off turn 2. I caught a bump by Robert Presley into the wall. I went, well, part of the wall. I hit the guardrail. The guardrail gave way. I hit the end of the concrete wall, and the car, it just blew up. And there's no other way to describe it. People in the stands, my friends down on pit road, they just thought they saw Michael Waltrip get killed. There was no way anybody could survive a crash that looked like that. But somehow they peeled the sheet metal away. My feet were on the ground. There was no floorboard under me. The steering wheel was off to the right somewhere. I was just sitting there, nothing in front of me. The car had just torn into pieces, and I was fine, sitting there looking up at people, thinking, why are y'all so concerned? I feel fine. I later saw the video and understood their concern, and the reporters grabbed me, and you have to listen to what I said.
Yeah, Ben, I think I'm all right. Got some contusions and a little bit of confusion, but that's probably not too unusual.
We all got a pretty good laugh out of that. But I was really concerned about the Kool-Aid man. I was driving the Kool-Aid car, and man, was he a mess.